I can't make this up, y'all. Between alcohol, between women, and between weed. Cause I was smoking too. I, it was so bad to the point I literally got pictures of me in the club. Now, granted, this was when we was in the club and we could take pictures in the club. The cameraman used to be walking around. I literally got on an all white fit with two of my other partners. I got a big joint in my hand, and I took the pictures if like I wasn't still in the military.
Keys to success. Let's talk about keys to success.
What's happening? What's happening with the business is? Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. If this your first time joining, hey, my name is Ronaldo Allen. Welcome to everything in between. For everybody that's coming back, niece, nephew, what's happening with it, man? Salute, salute. As always, I'm gonna go ahead and just put out this disclaimer. These videos are for the younger version of myself. The conversations I wish somebody would have had with me. And even if they did, I just wish I had enough time in the game to like really understand exactly where they was coming from. But for me, that wasn't the case. I didn't have like these type of conversations. So if you don't fit the script and I'm not your cup of tea, I'm perfectly okay with you hitting that X button at the top of this video and sliding out. No pressure. But for everybody else that's gonna stick around, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Today, this is one of those topics where it sort of kind of strikes me to the core. And I feel like a lot of young black males, black females, we end up falling into this stereotype, or we end up falling into this role that we feel like we need to fill, and it's not that. So today's topic is it's okay to say no. I got 3 words I want y'all to remember as this go through: responsibility, fault, and problem. Responsibility, fault, and problem. Backstory: when I was coming up in school, I wasn't that great of a student, so to speak. I couldn't really spell that good. I still can't, honestly. We're gonna keep it all the way a buck. Shout out to autocorrect and Google and Siri. But as I got older, I realized that wasn't going. I couldn't stay ignorant on purpose. I had to like really start like looking words up, looking up definitions, because a lot of times when we're not exposed to certain things, we speak out of context, not on purpose. It's really because we just don't know. But I got I got my handy dandy notebook, right? I got the definitions written down. And I'm not even gonna lie, even when I looked up the definitions to one of these, I was sort of kind of like throw it off because I'm like, man, I ain't even really think about it on that level. So I'm gonna read these definitions to y'all first, and then we're gonna get into exactly what I mean when I say it's okay to say no. Responsibility: the state or fact of having a duty to deal with something or of having control over someone. That's definition one. Definition two: the state or fact of being accountable or to blame for something. That's responsibility. And I really want y'all like to let that set in. Fault: the responsibility for an accident or misfortune. Responsibility for accident or misfortune. I'm gonna use that word a lot. Not a lot, but I'm gonna use that word a few more times throughout this video. And problem: a matter or situation regarding an unwelcome or harmful and needing to be dealt with. A matter or situation regarded as unwelcome or harmful and needing to be dealt with. Problem. So again, we got responsibility, we got fault, and we got problem. And when I usually when I talk, I always make myself as like the bad person, or like this is from pure experience. My mom just passed over a year ago, and I love her dearly. But not to show my age a little bit, but when I first came in the Navy, my mom didn't have a phone bill. We used to put minutes on the phone, so you can go to the gas station and get a $15 $15 minute card or $20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You can do 5-10 minutes, $5-10 for however many of those minutes is. So every other week or so, I was doing $10, $15, $20 for minutes for her phone. And one day I was just like, Mom, like you don't like why you just won't get like a contract and we can sort of kind of like figure out a way to the pay the bill versus me sending you $20 here, $10 there, so on and so forth. That went on for a few years, y'all. I can't even make this up. This went on for a few years before I just was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna add you to my phone bill. So every other week is $20, $30, $40. Now, again, right here, right now, today, that's not a lot of money, but after a while, we start adding that up. That's a few $100s. Like, and mind, like I said, this going on for years. Mind, I wasn't the only person that was shooting my mom this 15, 20, $30, however much it was. It was between me and my siblings. But for the most part, like I got a real strong memory of me being in the boat of those calls. That wasn't my responsibility to pay my mama phone bill. It wasn't my fault that my mom didn't have a contract phone. And it wasn't even my problem. I made it mine. I made it my problem. I made it my fault, and I made it my responsibility. Side note, y'all, I'm her baby boy. My mom has 6 kids. I'm the youngest of the boys, and I got a baby sister. So not my oldest brother, not my brother right after that, not the brother right after that, not the sister. And me saying this just not to say that my brothers and my sister wasn't taking care of a lot of the other stuff. I'm just talking about this one particular instance. I made it my responsibility. I made it my fault, and I made it my problem, and it had nothing to do with me. Somebody out there right now might be paying their mama phone bill or daddy phone bill, car notes, little bills here and there, even though y'all not even physically living them. I want to tell y'all right now today, as hard as it is, it's okay to say no. I don't have it. It's okay to say no. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all what happened when y'all don't say no. When y'all make it y'all responsibility, when y'all make it y'all fault, when y'all make it y'all problem, a lot of other things start to creep up. Again, they still around, but not as hard as they used to be. So I'm gonna say like 2008, 2009 time frame, maybe 2010. Four Locos had just hit the scene. Now y'all can ask anybody in my circle of friends. I was a local god. I'm talking about I'm popping like two in a day, and I'm still drinking other drink. So I got baby mama issues. Me and my girlfriend was going through whatever we was going through, and I'm still trying to be this man in my mom's life to like do all these other little small things. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm going back and forth to from Jacksonville, Florida to Kingston, South Carolina, which is like a 4-hour drive. I ain't getting no BH, I ain't getting no extra pay, I ain't doing nothing. Like everything that I'm doing is out of my pocket. Because I decided to make it my responsibility that I had to be the one to do that. I decided to make it my fault that I had to be the one to do that. I decided to make it my problem that I had to be the one to jump on the road whenever my mom felt like she needed something, whenever she felt like she needed some work around the house to do. That's me jumping on the road. Granted, now at that particular time, my family, my two oldest brother was in the military, so everybody gone. One of my brothers was living down in Florida, so like everybody spread out. But for the most part, like on the weekends, if ain't nothing going on, I could get on the road, but that's gas money. That's food. My friends, they want to go out. I'm taking on all these extra responsibilities, all these extra faults, right? All these extra problems that ain't had nothing to do with me. Y'all, I was drowning myself in alcohol. I was drowning myself in women. I was drowning myself in everything I could to not really just think about what I actually had to do. My mom was never married. I ain't had no stepdaddy show up, nobody. So all the men that was in my mom's life was all of me and my brothers. I ain't call my oldest brother. I ain't call my second oldest brother. I ain't even call my third oldest brother. I felt like I'm gonna put all that responsibility on me. They ain't had nothing to do with me. Yo, I love my mama. I don't know too many young black men that's been raised by a single mother that don't love their mama, unless they have some other stuff going on. I ain't really got nothing to do with that. But I don't know too many people. That's just one instance. My grandma was getting sick. My grandma needed some stuff done around the house. Again, I'm going back and forth, 4-hour drive, back and forth from Jacksonville, Florida to Kings Creek, South Carolina. I'm paying movers to haul stuff off. I'm buying extra tools because tools are being broken. Lawnmowers, the whole nine. Y'all, at this time, I'm like 20, 21, 22. And I still got a baby I'm trying to take care of. Growing up without a father, no, I everything that I was going for, I was shooting from the hip. Hoping I'm doing the right thing. And nobody in my family, nobody in my immediate circle told me, hey, bro, that ain't your problem. Everybody said, bro, that's your mom. But, you got to take care of moms. That's granny, bro. You got to take care of granny. And to this day, I wholeheartedly agree. But to what extent? Again, I'm popping these four local like they're Arizonas. I was on that earth and jerk bad. Me and baby mama, we still getting into whatever. And all these extra things that I'm taking on, nobody is telling me, hey, bro, some of that just ain't your fault. No, nobody's saying this. And forgive me for being so dry and so direct, but I'm like, yo, this went on for almost 10 years. 10 years. So I'm 30, about to be 37. So literally all the way up until I was almost 30, I was still dealing with that. And even after my mom passed, matter of fact, when my mom passed, I was still paying the phone bill. Yo, it's somebody right here, right now, that's going to see this either today or tomorrow or a year from now and be like, man, I've been going through the same thing, bro. I literally just had a conversation in Subway like a week ago with this Army dude. He said, hey, big bro, how do you tell your family no? I said, bro, you just did it. You just did it. It sounds crazy, y'all. I get it, but you're going to have to. Because I started feeling bad for going out having fun with my friends. My sister just asked me for $30 for my niece Pampers or some pull-ups or whatever the case may be. Again, this is years ago, y'all. But I feel bad going out to spend 50 in the club when I know my sister just asked me for some bread. That wasn't my responsibility. That wasn't my fault or my problem. But because she asked me, guess what I did? Because that's my sister. I figured something out. So now I'm asking my homeboys, hey, bro, can you pay my way to get in the club? They're like, bro, we just got paid. Child support, bunch of other stuff going on. Man, folks just asking for some, just asking for some bread. Gotta look out. They're like, word, bro, I feel that. No problem. And again, because Four Locos was so cheap, I'm like, don't even worry about no alcohol tonight, bro. Let me just go grab a loco, bro. I'll be straight. And again, I love my sister to death. I'm gonna slide for my sister. But yo, your baby daddy is in the picture. Why he ain't helping? And again, this ain't the shame. This ain't like no knock on my sister. This ain't no knock on your sister or your brother, whatever the case may be. I'm just saying, like, yo, it's not your responsibility. That's not your fault. That's not your problem. Y'all keep getting and suck because I'm not gonna lie, some family members they will try to guilt trip you. No, I seen you on live, I seen you on your story. You in the club, you just got some brand new shoes, you just got some brand new this, you just did that. Like, this is my money. I'm working for this. So have I decided to spend it, that's a me thing. If I decide to delay, and I'm not saying this about mine, but if I decide to delay with a bum female and all she do is nag, bro, that's my fault. I can't put that off on nobody. And if that's your story, that's your fault. You can't put that off on nobody. Ladies, if you decide to lay with a bum dude and he ain't showing up and showing out, shawty, that's your fault. We gonna call this what this is. It's your fault. I know my energy a little bit different for this one, y'all. But like I've talked to, like, no cap, at least 500 different sailors, all different walks of life, and they dealing with the same thing. And they young, 25 and under. They still trying to figure out their own life. So how is it that we could be taking care of grandma, granny, grandpa, uncle, auntie because they raised us like, yo, that's not our responsibility. Now, unless you physically sign up for a like as a care provider, like you the sole care provider, then yes, that's your responsibility now. That's your problem now. But outside of that, don't take on no extra responsibilities. Don't take on any extra problems because it's not your fault. I can't make this up, y'all. Between alcohol, between women, and between weed, because I was smoking too. It was so bad to the point I literally got pictures of me in the club. Now, granted, this was when we was in the club and we could take pictures in the club. The cameraman used to be walking around. I literally got on an all-white fit with two of my other partners. I got a big joint in my hand. And I took the pictures if like I wasn't still in the military. But I was just so far gone, I just needed something to help numb that. So some of y'all might not take it to that extent, but y'all to get caught up in them video games for hours because you don't really have to think about nothing. That makes sense? Hours. Y'all not even feeling y'all self. It's okay to say no. It's not your responsibility. It's not your fault. And that's not your problem. I want to release some of y'all, man. Because it took me almost close to 12 years to even release myself. Because again, nobody was having these type of conversations with me. Especially not at 19, 20, 21, 22, 30. Actually, when I turned 30, I started going to therapy. And then some of that stuff, that old trauma, I'm still working on healing it. Dope thing about the Navy, you can go to therapy for free, ladies and gentlemen. But you gotta say something. You gotta say something. Okay, I know I went on a little tangent with that. Y'all forgive me, but I hope y'all got something from this. Again, me sitting in front of this camera, I'm passionate about this, yo. I've literally watched people crash out about something that wasn't their responsibility in the first place. I literally watched people drown themselves in alcohol, myself included, over a problem that wasn't even theirs to fix. Family can be very manipulative when it benefits them. Don't fall for it. And I get it, you 19, 20, 21, 22. Like, I get all that. But listen, you better ask somebody. Because the sooner you start saying no early, your family already going to know how they're going to have to deal with you. That's like you walking up to an ATM. You don't got to put your card in, but every time you walk past, the money come out. You going to start walking past the ATM? Probably not. If it's a little 20 in there every time, bro, I'm going to take the 20. I'm going to take the 50. I'm going to take the 100. Every time I walk past the ATM and it's money in it, I'm going to keep taking it. After a while, if it ain't no money in there, I'm going to start walking past it. For whatever reason, when we join the military, they think we just got all this money for some odd reason. And for some of us, this is our first time out on our own. We trying to have fun when we actually trying to have the life that we didn't have prior to joining. So yeah, we're gonna get a little crazy. And I'm not here to fault y'all. I did it. But at some point in time, y'all gotta start thinking about the next 5 to 10 years down the line, bro. Because eventually you're gonna get older. You're gonna be the old dude like me. I digress. But again, Y'all, I'm Ronaldo Allen. This is Everything Between. I am passionate about this. I hope y'all found something in this. Please, 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 please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm really out here trying to put this work in, man. But I still need y'all to help me out with getting this word out, all right? So in the meantime, between time, man, y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay cool. If you see me in the streets, Uncle OG, as long as you don't call me out my name, you know you're all right with me, all right? So I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace. So now that the first part out the way, let me tell y'all what I really want to say. Bro, a lot of this shit that y'all gonna be going through, bro, y'all gonna put that pressure on y'allself. And guess what? A motherfucker's not gonna pat you on the back neither. They'll say thank you here and there in the meantime, between time. But bro, that shit only gonna be as long as you still providing. As long as you still giving them that $10, that $20, that $30, $40. And right now, me talking about that $30, $40, $50, that was almost 15 years ago. So now I know it's probably like 50 to 100. They're asking y'all for real money. That's not your responsibility. That's not your problem. That's not your fucking fault. Bro, I get it. Mom decided to have kids with a dude that wasn't going to show up. That was her decision, bro. They don't got to turn into your problem. I know it's a fucked up thing to say. Baby girl, your daddy not being around, that ain't had shit to do with you. So while mama taking all that stress out on you, listen, that's mama problem. Yeah, that's mama problem. Granny, grandpa, auntie, uncle, yo, it's okay to tell them motherfuckers no. It is. Bruh, in this military thing, they don't really know what we got going on for real, for real. And even if they was in 10, 15, 20 years prior to you coming in. So shit different right now. Whatever your life looks like for you, live that. Little bruh, little sis, live that. Tell them motherfuckers no. Because after a while, guess what they're going to stop doing? Asking. They'll literally stop asking. Tell them no enough times. They might, oh, he done went into the military. She done went into the military and I start getting bougie. Okay, cool. It ain't y'all responsibilities, man. It ain't y'all fault, and that damn sure ain't y'all problem. It's a fucked up thing to say. I get it. But you talking to somebody that was literally damn near killing themselves in alcohol. I'm literally put my whole military career in jeopardy just smoking, just trying to ease the pain. I know I hurt a lot of women in the process of just trying to numb this shit. It ain't worth it. I can promise you that right now. It ain't worth it. Homeboy, homegirl, little sis, little bro, niece, nephew, tell them motherfuckers no. I go for your first cousin that you grew up with that was down there like your brother. Tell them no. Because I guarantee you, y'all going to start looking up and y'all going to have extra money from out of nowhere. It's okay to tell them no. It's not your responsibility. It's not your fault. And it's not your problem. It's going to be a tough thing to do at first. But after a while, you're going to get it. Like legit, you're going to get it. Again, I know I'm not for everybody. And I very well may not be your fucking cup of tea. You can click on that X button and never come back. But the shit that I'm talking about, I really went through this shit. I really went through the mud trying to figure this shit out. And literally, I'm giving it to you now. I digress. Again, my name is Ronaldo Allen. I am passionate about this shit, ladies and gentlemen. But you don't got to listen to me. But whoever you decide to listen to, as long as you keep telling them yeah, they're going to drain your ass. They're going to drain you. And you're going to be like, dang, that dude from YouTube, he was really trying to tell us something. But I'll leave that up to y'all. Gone.